equivalent to A, B, and C. So lesson 13 is in 3 parts, and quite important to grasp this particular lesson um, well. So literally, you just need to memorize that the plural of talibun is tullabun, tajirun is tujarun, hajjun is hujjajun, and you maybe have to make flashcards. Write the singulars on one side, the plurals on the other side, because you really will be needing those throughout your journey in learning Arabic. Although this particular lesson, although as well as introducing plurals, it is also showing you that the plural of hadha, as it relates to people, is ha'ula'i. Ha'ula'i. And notice how ha'ula'i is written. Where even though you're saying ha'ula'i, the long ha, there's no actual alif after it when you write it down. You know? And sometimes you might find in some scripts, you get a better color. This color here. You might find something like this, like a small alif, small sign, showing that this needs to be prolonged. So you'll find this word many places in the Quran, and this is how to write it. Also, interestingly, this letter, how you've been seeing it since the Dars al-Awwal, people still have difficulty in writing it, and luxury of having a teacher with you face to face is when he writes on the board, you'll see how he writes, and you pick up some of those handwriting, say, skills. But this particular letter, this one way of writing it is like this. Around. You start from here, you go upwards like that, then you come round like this until you about in line with the where you started, and then you come up, and it's almost like you're doing a wow now. And you get that letter, and if you are when you join it to the letter after you, so that generally you won't come down, you go straight across like this. So one more attempt like this, and then here you'll go straight. I went a bit early there, using the trackpad. Or something like that. In any case, at least you know the shape or the direction of how to write that letter. I think we're good to start, Mazamid, is that right? Okay, no, alhamdulillah, I was just like, light banter, about plurals and singulars. In the States, entertained. I'm going to give the microphone, inshallah, to Abu Awwal or Abu Maymun, because I'd like to read these. I'd like to have the brothers read these sentences. So who shall I give it to first? Abu Maymun or Abu Awwal? Put your hand up, inshallah, or either of you, if you're both available. We'll start with one and then move to the other after a while. There's a lot to get through, to be honest. Abu Maymun, is that okay if I give you the mic? Abu Awwal, great, alhamdulillah, he gave me the one. So, Abu Maymun, alhamdulillah, you were beaten by a few seconds. So, Abu Awwal, we are here. The instruction says, حول المبتدأ في كل من الجمل الآتية إلى الجمع. Change the mubtada in each of these sentences to plural. The mubtada is the first noun that appears. In this case, ism ishara, which is the word hadha, which you've been seeing since the Dars al-Awwal. This is called ism ishara. It's a noun and it is used for indication. To point to something, maybe. So you say hadha talibun. Hadha, this is the mubtada. Talibun, this is the khabar. Right? The first part of the sentence, followed by the second part of the sentence. So you have mubtada, the beginning, and khabar. This is the extra information about the mubtada, about the first word. So they want you to change the first word into plural. So hadha in the example becomes haula'i. Naturally, as this is singular, talibun will become tullabun, and they've given you the plural. So they're not expecting you to research and find the plurals, but you should be able to, let's say, at least read the plurals correctly. The practice, however, is all about haula'i, and inshallah, hopefully the brothers, most certainly the brothers will be learning these plurals, as I said, and I would really recommend that you guys make flashcards and test yourselves to get that, memorized. Okay, Abu Awwal, تفضل أخي الكريم. First read the example for me. مثال.
هذا طالب هؤلاء طلاب.
هؤلاء
طلاب. طلاب.
جيد. هؤلاء. Listen again. And the reason I want you to get this word really correct is because you'll be reading it in the Quran anyway. So it's important to get the pronunciation correct, inshallah. Ha is long. And then you have U, that's short. And then you have La, that's long again. So you have two long parts. Ha, U, La, I. Okay? Try that again, please.
هؤلاء.
Barakallahu feek. Say that a few times, and as your speed increases, mashallah, you'll be sounding perfect.
هؤلاء.
جيد. طلاب.
طلاب.
بارك فيك. هذا تاجر.
هؤلاء تجار.
بارك الله فيك. Please read the singular.
هذا حاج.
هذا.
هذا حاج.
جيد. هذا حاج. Don't be shy to elongate, أخي أبو أول. Don't be shy to, to pronounce that long. Over here, this word, there's no alif on it, but as we've seen from the Dars al-Awwal, it's pronounced as if there is an alif. It's not written, but it's pronounced. So see that alif that I just drew there, the small one? That shows that you're going to say, هذا. And then here again, حاج. هذا حاج. There you go. I'm giving you a nice long alif there to follow up to the sky. There you go.
هذا حاج.
MashaAllah. Perfect.
هؤلاء حجاج.
جيد. But you've gone back, you've reverted back to the mispronunciation of this word here. هؤلاء.
هؤلاء.
MashaAllah. جيد. Much better. تفضل.
هذا رجل.
هذا.
هذا رجل. هؤلاء رجال.
رجال.
رجال
رجال.
رجال
Yeah, but nice. I think you're reading a shadda on the jeen by mistake. It should be without a shadda. So quite simply, رجال.
رجال
Yeah, much better. Awal, I want you to read هؤلاء with me 10 times, okay? I'm going to say it, you're going to say it. I'm going to say it, you're going to say it. Is that good with you?
That's fine.
Right, let's go. هؤلاء
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 هؤلاء.
هؤلاء
جيد. هؤلاء.
هؤلاء
بارك الله فيك. هؤلاء.
هؤلاء
جيد. هؤلاء.
هؤلاء
هؤلاء.
هؤلاء
هؤلاء.
هؤلاء
هؤلاء.
هؤلاء
هؤلاء.
هؤلاء
هؤلاء.
هؤلاء
MashaAllah, that's 10. And by the end, we couldn't tell who was the teacher and who was the student. Perfect. MashaAllah. But don't forget it now as we go down this line, yeah? Hopefully, yeah, you're going to, inshallah, remember it. Bismillah, let's keep going, inshallah. And then we'll give the mic to the other brothers to participate. Tafadhal, Akhi Kareem.
هذا كبير هذا كبير
هذا
هذا كبير هؤلاء كبار.
MashaAllah. Good save. Next one.
هذا صغير هذا صغير
جيد.
هؤلاء صغار.
بارك الله فيك أخي كريم. جزاك الله خيرا. I'll take the mic now from you. Give it to Abu Maymoon. حفظكم الله. Okay, Abu Maymoon, barakallah feek. So last week we had introduced a lot of plurals, plural pronouns, as opposed to who. We said hum, as opposed to hada. We said haula'i, as opposed to the who. We said hum, ismuhu. We said asma'uhum. Now everything becomes plural. If the noun becomes plural, then the pronoun also becomes, the dhamir, the pronoun also becomes plural. Akhi Kareem. So if you look back into the lesson, you will see that we have things like, hum, tullabun, jududun. So here the first question says, man haula'i. And earlier in Tasi approximately it said, man hadha. Hadha al-fata. Who's this young boy? Alladhi ma'ak, who's with you. Here they changed al-fata to al-fitya. That's the plural of al-fata. And then naturally haulai has to also change. Man haulai al-fityatu. And then you want to describe the fitya with na'at, has to also be plural. So at-tiwalu is the plural of at-tawilu. So now we learned previously that na'at and man'ut, if it has alif or lam, then the na'at also has alif or lam. If it is mu'annath, and this is also mu'annath. If it is, and depending on the vowel point, dhamma, fatha, kasra, the na'at also follows suit. But now we added one more thing, which is if it's singular or plural, then it also follows in that way. Here, another example. So there he says, Man ha'ula'i al-fityatu tiwalu ya aliyu. And he says the answer, Hum tullabun jududun. They are new students. And they say, Aina hum min Amrika, ahum zumala'uka. All these plurals. Zumala is the plural of Zamil. Tullab is the plural of Talib. Mujtahiduna, plural of Mujtahidun. And this is a nice one here, because normally we saw with Hamzat al-Wasl, it said, Masmuhu. You remember? This was, no. And this was Hamzat al-Wasl. But the plural of Ism is Asma, and it's Hamzat al-Wasl. So you have to actually read the Alif.
So it would be Ma Asma'uhum.
Aywa, barakallahu feek. And then the Hu, which is for singular, becomes Hum for plural. So you say Ma Asma'uhum. Jayyid. And the answer, Asma'uhum Yasirun wa Zakariya wa Musa wa Abdullahi. Jayyid. And Hamzat al-Qata', Ahsanta Muzammin, correct. That's what it is Hamzat al-Qata'. So essentially in this class, brothers, the plurals is what we're after. Ha'ula'i is what we're after. And things like this. Hum. Yeah. And as it comes, mudafun ilayhi at the end of a word, asma'uhum. Yeah. Used to be hu. Now it's hum. And also, huwa became hum. In the singular, we say huwa hajjun and ismuhu. So in the singular, you have you have a variation. You have huwa for the beginning of a sentence, and you have hu when it's mudafun ilayhi, ismuhu. But in this case, it's hum for both cases. Hum hajjajun and ba'duhum yasini wa ba'duhum Yabani, and Asma'uhum, yeah, Yasirun wa Zakariya. So it's the same. Hum and hum for plural is the same beginning and after. And we said that the word Ba'd means some. So some of them are from As-Sin, China, and some of them are from Al-Yabani, min Al-Yabani, Japan. Okay, Kareem, so we'll take you here with we were with Abu Awwal. I'll get you from 6 to 11. Then Abu Alma. Yarhamakallah. So let's take the mic. We've got some other brothers, Abu Khalil and others. Hopefully we'll take the mic inshallah as well and do some reading. Fadal Akhi Kareem, go ahead. قصير.
Who's Abdul Karim?
Abu Mamun, you okay?
Yeah, I was talking about Abdul Karim. I'm sorry.
No, you go.
You wait for me, right?
No.
I read, هذا قصير هؤلاء قصار.
أحسنت. Keep going, please.
هذا طويل هؤلاء طوال.
صحيح ما شاء الله.
هذا ولد هؤلاء أولاد.
جيد.
هذا ابن هؤلاء أبناء.
Now this is another problem. How we had Hamzat al-Wasl in the singular, but not in the plural. So, هذا ابن, you rightly said, and then هؤلاء
أبناء. هؤلاء أبناء. So now we have
Yeah. Go ahead.
هذا عم هؤلاء أعمام.
ما شاء الله تبارك الله.
هذا شيخ هؤلاء شيوخ.
جيد ما شاء الله. Alma, you gave it the mic? You okay today with the mic? Keep going, Akhi, while I get the answer. Take one more chance. Yep.
هذا ضيف هؤلاء ضيوف.
جيد.
هذا زميل هؤلاء زملاء
زملاء. Abu Member, I'm going to give the mic to Alma now. Barakallah feek. Jazakallahu khairan.
وإياكم إن شاء الله.
Brothers, this interesting part of the class here right now, you'll see from number 13 all the way down to number 17. What is your observation about these plurals as it relates to these singulars? Can you give me some type of a relationship? Can you see some type of a pattern? Elma, can you see anything?
Alif.
Yeah, there's an alif here just before the end. There's an alif. Sahih. Anything else? MashaAllah. There's a pattern. There's a pattern. It says it has this pattern like, which sounds like fu'ala, zumala, fuqara. That's correct. You will be typing something that has a contribution.
They all have
This is perfect. Exactly what I wanted to hear. Alhamdulillah. Abu Awwal says each of them has this ya in the singular. Zamilun, faqirun, ghaniyun, sadiqun, tabibun. Those ones, when they became plural, they had this pattern with alif and hamza at the end. Alif and hamza. And lastly, one more observation.
The alif in the plural. That's what I mean.
Everybody in the train station. One second, brothers. I just need to attend to the door. Just bear with me for a second. عفوا يا إخوة. I'm back. السلام عليكم. Yeah, نعم يا أخي Alma, that's what I was saying. The one more observation that there's no dhamma. There's no tanween in the plural. صحيح. What happened to your mic, أخي Alma? Did you I'll try and give back to you. Maybe you have feedback. No problem. Let's try again. تفضل أخي Alma.
It's from هذا زميل هؤلاء زملاء.
جيد.
هذا فقير هؤلاء فقراء. هذا غني هؤلاء أغنياء هذا صديق هؤلاء أصدقاء هذا طبيب هؤلاء أطباء
أتباء.
التباء
بارك الله فيك.
هؤلاء التباء.
جيد. I'm going to ask a question now. Following the same pattern, what would be the singular of this word? Adnan.
It says علماء.
So what do you think is the singular of ulama, brothers? And anyone else? What is the singular of ulama? You, mashallah, Abu was on the ball. Alhamdulillah. Quite simply following that same pattern, Zamilun, Faqirun, and then for ulama, Alimun. And often, what is commonly used, however, is Alimun and ulama. So even though that is the language in use, that's what's important. But it's good to know that technically, singular is Alimun. And Alimun, this word comes in Quran, and it has an indication of somebody who has more knowledge. As the ayah of the Quran which says, وَفَوْقَ كُلِّ ذِي عِلْمٍ عَلِيمٌ. And above every possessor of knowledge, there is one with more knowledge. Afwan Elma. What was that one? Nabiyuna. أنبياء. نبي صحيح. جيد صحيح ما شاء الله. نبي أنبياء. بارك الله فيك. طيب Elma, we have to take your mic because there's a lot of feedback. A lot of noise in the background, and it will be disturbing for the others. Jazakallah khairan. Abu Khalil, are you good to take the mic? Are you good to do some reading practice? Okay, good. Now Abu Khalil, that's fine. As long as, yeah, I'm just asking Abu Khalil whether he's good to take the mic. I hadn't given him the mic just in case you weren't in a place that was suitable. That's why we can't hear you, because your mic is not on. But I'm giving it to you now. Okay. It should be on very soon. Seems to be some delay in the mic transferring to you. Let's read it in the meantime. هذا ثم هؤلاء فتية. Then you can say هذا فتى. You don't have to pronounce the two fathas. هذا فتى هؤلاء فتية. And as you know, this occurs in a surah in the Quran. Anyone remember? Where you find هؤلاء فتية. You will recognize that. أحسنت. بارك الله فيك. جيد. هذا أخ، هؤلاء إخوة. نعم أبو خليل الحمد لله. هذا جديد. تفضل أخي.
هذا جدد. جدد. نعم.
إيه ما شاء الله.
هذا مدرس. هذا مدرس. هؤلاء مدرسون.
مدرسون صحيح.
هذا مهندس. هؤلاء مهندسون.
ما شاء الله.
هذا فلاح. هؤلاء فلاحون.
فلاحون صحيح ما شاء الله. And over here, as you notice, brothers, the pattern quite simply changes from 21 to 25. The word is mudarrisun. All you're doing is adding a waw and a noon at the end of it. Mudarrisun, mudarrisuna. Fallahun, fallahuna. Go ahead, Akhi Kareem. تفضل.
هذا مجتهد. هؤلاء مجتهدون.
جيد.
هذا مسلم. هؤلاء مسلمون.
أحسن الله إليكم ما شاء الله تبارك الله. Good reading. جزاك الله خيرا.
وأنتم جزاك الله خيرا.
Here, brothers, again, practice with the plural and changing whatever is relevant to change in the sentence. So looking at the example here, for number one, example, من هذا الرجل? Who is this individual? هو حاج. Who is this man? هو حاج. He is a pilgrim coming for Hajj. So they change it to plural. من هؤلاء الرجال. They said the word that has which is underlined, change it to plural. هؤلاء الرجال. And naturally the huwa will change to hum and the hajj will change to judge. So here you're changing actually 4 things. The only thing that stays the same is man. Changing the ism ishara to plural, changing the ism, the beginning, to plural, and then the answer, the damir as well. Okay, Akhi Kareem, now you with me, so with me Abu Khalil. So let's take a few of these inshallah. That's okay. Are you there, Akhi? Abu Khalil? Maybe I lost your mic again? Oh, your mic is on. تفضل أخي الكريم أبو خليل. من أين هذا الطالب؟ هو من الهند. What do you say? من أين هؤلاء الطلاب؟ هم من الهند. اللهم بارك. اللهم بارك أبو خليل ما شاء الله. No problem أخي الكريم. I'll take a mic. Let you keep busy over there and just follow with us inshallah. Abu Umar, I think it's your turn. So I'll give you the mic if that's okay. من أين هذا الطالب؟ هو من الهند. من أين هؤلاء الطلاب؟ هم من الهند. Okay. Next one.
أين التاجر الكبير؟
جيد.
هو في السوق.
نعم هو في السوق.
وفي السوق.
نعم.
أين تجار كبار؟ هم في السوق.
ما شاء الله تبارك الله. Amazing. الحمد لله. أين التجار الكبار؟ هم في السوق. أحسنت بارك الله فيك. Very nice. Keep going أخي please.
أين الطالب الجديد؟
This one المدرس الجديد.
أين المدرس الجديد؟ هو عند المدير.
جيد. He's with the boss. He's with the head.
أين مدرسون جدد؟ هم عند المدير.
نعم. أين المدرسون الجدد؟ طيب أبو ميمون. That's good. So we keep moving inshallah. The next one.
I don't know. I'm having trouble comprehending how to make those words because I can't remember all of them.
Basically, each word, you just have to refer back to the plurals for each of these words. At-talibu will become plural.
Yeah, I got you.
It will become plural. And huwa will become plural. Everything else will stay the same.
أين الطالب الجديد؟ هو في الفصل.
Jade, is he in the classroom?
I gotta answer that. Oh, أين طلاب جديد؟
What's the plural of Jade? Have you got it? It's up there. Let's go back to it. There it is.
Oh,
Jududun.
Okay. أين طلاب جدد؟
الطلاب الجدد.
أين طلاب جدد؟ Would it be? Wouldn't be who?
What do we say is the plural of huwa? Hum. Sent. Barakallahu fikum.
هم في الفصل.
أهم is a question. أهم في الفصل.
هم في الفصل.
Remember this alif? He's come back again. He used to be with us in the Daws al-Awwal. أهذا مفتاح. أهذا قلم. أهو في الفصل.
هم في الفصل.
جيد. طيب أخي one more إن شاء الله.
Okay. أهذا الطالب الغني؟ غني.
غني.
Yes, that's it. I thought I was wrong. غني.
نعم two ضمنس. أهذا الطالب غني.
أهذا الطالب غني
Are you saying it with two dhammas?
غني
غني.
غني
Nah, I can't hear it, but yeah, I'm sure it's there.
غني.
It's hidden in your accent. MashaAllah.
لا هو الفقير.
هو فقير صحيح. Then change that into plural.
هؤلاء
Question. أهؤلاء.
أها أها أهؤلاء طل طلاب طلاب
طلاب.
طلاب. I don't know remember the one for this one. It would be the same غني or no?
That has to be plural. You have to go back to your plural list. So really, brothers, obviously it's not expected for you to learn those in this same class, but yeah, you really have to have them type and memorize. When you see a word, you should be able to know its plural straight away.
It would be أغنياء.
أحسنت بارك الله فيك.
Okay. So لا هم فقراء.
هم فقراء. نعم هم فقراء.
هم فقراء. I got it now. I gotta remember those plurals. That's important. Very, very, very important.
Absolutely. Sayyid, looks like it's going to be Abu Khalil. I'm not. Oh yeah, you mentioned that your baby's awake. So, Muzamil, if you could do some reading with us, please. Yeah, I'll be alhamdulillah. I'll be very happy. Go ahead. This one here, number 6 to number 10. Something's gone wrong with your sound, Muzammil. It's not coming through clearly. And try again. Yeah. جيد. كبير. بالجامعة. Hey, now Muzammil, the sound going with the mic. The sound isn't coming through again. هو طالب بالجامعة. So, لي أخ becomes إخوة. كبير becomes كبار. هو becomes هم.
Okay, I think my voice. I'm just getting a message that the.
It's coming through now. It's coming through now, Muzammil. Go ahead, yeah, please read this.
Yeah. Okay. لي أخ كبير هو طالب بالجامعة.
طيب.
And the plural will be إخوة كبار.
Jay Muzammil, Jazakallah khairan. I'm going to give the mic to Abu Awwal before we conclude the class, as time is coming to the end. جيد أبو أول أخي الكريم تفضل. This one here, number 8. صديقك.
أين صديقك
ذهب إلى المكتبة.
ذهب
جيد.
إلى المكتبة. أين أصدقاؤك ذهبوا إلى المكتبة.
What do you say? Afwan, this one didn't come through clearly. ذهب becomes ذهبوا. بارك الله فيك.
ذهبوا إلى.
Jay, that's a new word for us here. It actually means library. بارك الله فيكم. المكتبة. المكتبة is the library. نعم. تفضل أخي. أقول.
محمد لا حكم. محمد لا حكم.
صغير.
محمد صغير. هو طالب.
جيد. طالب.
محمد له. محمد
له.
ابن.
No, this Hamza is Hamza al-Qata'. In the plural. You have to pronounce that Hamza.
On the plural. محمد
جيد.
له أبناء صغار.
جيد. أبناء صغار. صحيح. بارك الله فيك. One more.
جامعوك مجتهد. نعم هو مجتهد. زملاؤك
ما شاء الله مجتهدون.
نعم مجتهدون. نعم
مجتهدون. أحسن الله إليكم. ما شاء الله تبارك الله. Fantastic. Well done أخي أبو أول. Well done brothers, all of you. ما شاء الله. We'll stop there inshallah. Let me very quickly show you where we're going to be next week. This الدرس الثالث عشر is a long lesson. It's got 3 sections to it. The first section is masculine and is introducing these new pronouns, hum, جيد, and also that's the focus, جيد. As well as the plurals. Also introduced the plural verb. ذهب became ذهبوا. Just now you heard Abu Awwal read it very well, mashallah. الطالب ذهب إلى المطعم. الطلاب ذهبوا إلى المطعم. الطالب جلس في الفصل. الطلاب جلسوا في الفصل. خرجوا. Brothers, I would like you to go through these exercises and do them, please. Read them, send them to me on WhatsApp, your voice recordings. Jayyid, write them out. Make sure you get the end points correct. Really, the only way to develop is to put pen to paper and to put the and record your reading, you know. And I really would encourage that from you all, inshallah. Go through all of those plurals, please, and memorize them. Like, for example, these ones here and others. Yeah. Create flashcards, by all means, singular and plural, where you have a small piece of card. Most of you know what they are, but just in case, you have a small piece of paper or a card. On one side you write kabirun, on the other side you write kibarun. So there, you test yourself, test your memory, and go through. Every card only has one piece of vocabulary, and on the back of that same card you have the plural. On the other side you have the singular, and then you have a bunch of cards that will help you develop your memorization, inshallah. And then next class, we're going to go to Thalith Ashar Ba, which is the second part of the Dars of Thalith Ashar 13, and it is about using the same plurals, but this time for mu'annath, for feminine. And as you notice, ha'ula'i is still there. So even for feminine, we use ha'ula'i. So hada, singular, ha'ula'i, plural. Hadihi, singular, ha'ula'i, plural. And what is changing is that the way that the plurals change. And also the dhama'ir. The dhamir we had hum, now we have hunna. And we'll be doing that inshallah next class. Again, extensive practice is what is required. So we'll be going through the exercises over here, inshallah. And then finally we come to, maybe the week after, or who knows, possibly next week, we come to Jeem. This is the Thalith Ashar Jeem. This is the third part of it. That is the plural of dhalika, which will be ulaika. And again, the plurals stay the same, but this is the plural of dhalika and tilka. جيد يا أخوة. بارك الله فيكم. جزاكم الله خير for your patience. And may Allah bless us all, make us all sincere, bless our learning. والحمد لله رب العالمين. وصلى الله وسلم على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. وفيكم بارك يا أخي أبو خليل. It was nice to have you with us today. I hope to see you next week, inshallah. And may Allah bless you and all of us and our children, and make them righteous servants of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and keep them in a firm state of iman and good health. حفظكم الله.